Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your November 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Saggy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Just want to say as well, for those of you that are celebrating this month, you know what I'm going to say, happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with a little bit of everything that you want this entire year ahead to bring you. All those little token bits is you imprinting the universal energy with all of the goodness that you want the universe to bring in your life and bring into your life and bless you with for the year ahead. So let's see what's happening for you in the month of November of 2022. I got so many emails and so many messages where people were like, Raph, there's no monthlies. Where are you? What's going on? It's eclipse month. How dare you? All right. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is actually really nice, right? And the reason I say this is because your actions are very geared towards setting yourself up. This is about you really stepping into your kingdom or your queendom or your persondom, all right? However you identify, whatever you are. This is you really stepping into your own sovereignty, right? So you're going to be feeling quite strong this month as well. Remember, when the sun comes into our sign, this is the way that I believe astrology kind of works. It's going to pour that light, heat, vitality, joy, blessings, maybe even a little sprinkling of abundance as well, right? It's going to pour all of that into you, and it's going to pour all of that wisdom and that light into you. And this is you really stepping into your power. This is also you taking command of the physical or material world, so your material experience, and saying, this is how it's going to go from here on in. This is a month where really it's like you've decided once more, finally, where you've been, that you are in charge. And I'm so happy to see this for all of you. Now, it could be that an earth sign woman, a Taurus, Capricorn or a Virgo may help you with this, or may feature in some of the steps that you're taking in the material world. For your communications and conversations, she's very likely to be a Virgo. So whoever your Virgo people are, she's going to help you. She's going to be some assistance to you. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Hermit card, Virgo. She's a Virgo. All right, or they are a Virgo, or he is a Virgo, who knows. Now, that being said, because it is the Hermit card as well, I will say this person is either probably older than you or is acting like a teacher or a mentor. One thing that I will say to you is be open to this month. You may find a mentor, you may become a mentor, very possible. But for a lot of you, there's a lot of really powerful, deep-seated learning that is taking place this month. And I really feel like this is going to help you clarify what you're actually trying to achieve at this moment in time. In terms of communication and conversation, it may be slower this month. Certainly in the first 2 weeks of the month, because obviously at that point we're still in, well, first 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, let's say, because at that point we're still in Scorpio season. But yes, if it's slower, don't worry. This is just you, like you're using this month and this time to just really bide your time. It's like you're gathering information. I don't know if you've seen it. There's the new Charlie's Angels, not the Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu and Drew Barrymore. They were fucking awesome. I love those films. Gay child. Right, I love them. I thought they were brilliant. But there's a new one with I've forgotten her name, Ella Balinska. Her character was actually my favorite of the three. And there's Kristen Stewart and the girl that played, I've forgotten her name. Anyway, Ella Balinska's character, there's a guy that is like, who's kind of like her nemesis basically, and they have like several encounters of fights. And in the last one where she finally takes him out, she says, you've got about, like, she'd basically been mapping him. So every time they had an encounter, every time they had a fight, she was just learning his style so that she knew how to take him out, because she knew brute force wasn't going to do it. That's what this, oh, I just got goosebumps. All right. That's what this month is for you. It's like there's something that you're learning. It's like you've been continually taking pieces and pieces and pieces. And it's like, okay, this is all starting to come together now. And then boom, you're going to make that strike. And once you do, it's fucking curtains in the best way. All right. Don't take anyone out. For your love and relations, for those of you that are single, I'm going to tell you straight up, this is not your month, all right? This is not a month for love. You're not meeting anyone. I mean, like, literally, your love life is dead. I know a lot of you out there are like, what? Why is he cursing us like that? I'm really not. You've got other shit to be getting on with, Sagittarius. Love is not your priority right now. If you're partnered, married, or in long-term commitment, I really hope I'm wrong on this front. Death of a hermit means the death of an elderly person. I really hope I'm wrong on this front, but it is possible. If this isn't in your family, then it will potentially be in your significant other's family. For a select few of you, maybe a relationship is coming to an end, but it doesn't feel like that. It really does feel like this is a person. For those of you that are married and for those of you that are single, there's no new love coming in because you've got stuff to be doing right now. Stay focused. For your money and materials, you have the World card. So you're coming into a new era of financial freedom. You're coming into a new era of financial experience. This is also where you are getting some kind of respect and or accolade, but it's coming through this. So the money is on the build, right? This is going to be a good month for your finances, I genuinely feel. For your first week of the month, let's see what's going on for you. For your first week of the month, you have the World card. Double hit of the World card. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, she's going to really help you with your finances, your money. What I'll also tell you as well, the World card for this week, so this week that I'm putting these out in, you are going to feel like you've stepped over a threshold, right? You're taking all of that knowledge and wisdom with you, and it's like you're formulating what that final sequence is going to be for you. It's like, you know, I think the line in the film is, she says, you've got about 7 moves and I know them all. And she said, I wasn't losing to you while we were fighting, I was learning. And then she just absolutely mullers him. I was like, yeah. All right, well, there's a little peek into the man-child brain of mine. So you've got the Temperance card here, and you've got this underneath the Hermit card. It's going to be slow, right? There's not a lot of communication going on. There's a lot of things happening under the surface or maybe behind the scenes, and that's where you want it at the moment. I'm also going to say this is going to be a powerful week, this second week, as a result of probably the eclipse and whatever that sets into motion for us all. For you personally, this is you really getting an understanding on not only what you're learning and what you want to learn, but it's also getting you like, it's almost like you're reconfiguring the internal stuff. And it's like, right, okay, it's almost pointing north, not quite yet. Bam, and then you will find it, right? And things will just absolutely start to move for you. Third week of the month, as we come into birthday season, you've got the Empress. So if it is a woman that's passing, if it is an elder person that is passing, I'm sorry to say, it'll be a woman. Again, I really hope I'm wrong on this front. There is another way that this could play out, and I'm hesitant to mention this because I don't want to upset anybody, but at the same time I have to stay true to my practice, right? The way that I was taught to read tarot by one of my very, very dear, when I say I have love for this woman, nobody will ever know how much. One thing she always used to say to us, it was like she used to beat it into us, was you say what you see. even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when it, like, whatever it is. And this is one of the reasons she actually encouraged us not to read for significant others, right, or certain family members, etc., because it's like she said, you're too close to this, and when you see it, it's going to hurt, and you are bound to the oracle to tell the truth, right? And tarot is truth. So the challenge that I have here is potentially, just because of the other mix of cards here as well, and I hope I'm wrong on this front as well, it's potentially a miscarriage. I really hope that's not the case. I know it's not an easy message to deliver, and it's like I just felt a massive pang there in my heart space. And I hope that's not the case. But like I said, for those of you that are single, there isn't any love this month. It's not that your life is devoid of love. There's lots of love with friends and family and all the wonderful things in the world. It's just, this isn't your focus this month because you've got other things that you need to be focused on. For your 4th week of the month, you have the Judgment card right underneath the World card. There's something happening on the wider world stage this month. Something big, and the reason I say that is because this combination, the World with the Judgment card, keeps coming up. Death with the World and the Judgment card, that's usually, and again, touch wood, I hope I'm wrong, that's usually like a big natural disaster. It's something that causes a lot of lives to potentially be lost. And I really, again, I can't stress enough, I don't revel delivering these messages, I can assure you I really don't. But I have to say it like I see it. Now, the World card coupled with the Judgment, in terms of your finances and your resources, this is you, for some of you, this is you stepping into a new pay bracket. I'm not saying that lightly. For some of you, this is you're really stepping into a new era of your money. And from this month forward, you are going to see big changes when it comes to your resources. So that full moon lunar eclipse for you is taking place in the 6th house. Day-to-day routines, habits, your physical body, and how you maintain the things that you have, like your physical body. This is a powerful month for that. And this eclipse here, because it's on a maintenance axis for you, which means your eclipses have been happening in the 6th and the 12th. 6th house, your physical bodily maintenance, how you do or don't look after yourself. That stuff is shown up here, right? Now, this eclipse is the tail end of the one that happened in April of 2023. So you're likely to be seeing results for whatever you were setting into motion at that time. It'll be bringing you results on that day-to-day level, probably with your work, your job, or your career. For this, you have the Gate 34 and Power. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, because it's not just about power. It's about your own unique brand of power. It's about knowing what truly or seriously is you. That, remember I said to you, you're stepping into your, there you go, right? So the new moon in your sign, I think it's like the 23rd or the 24th of November. So the new moon that's taking place for you in your sign, especially if this is a birthday new moon, happy damn birthday to you, is happening in your 1st house. What do you want? What do you want to set into motion for your mind, your body, your physical outlook, or your entire lifescape? Whenever something happens in the 1st house, especially for those of you that are ascendant Sagittarians to a lesser degree, but still relevant, the sun and the moon. If you're having something happen in your sign, I genuinely believe, or the 1st house, I genuinely believe it gives you kind of like a modicum of control of how you can shape this. All right, so use this. And this Sag moon is actually Sag new moon. It's a really nice one this year. I think it's going to be very welcome for a lot of us. For this, we have the Gate 62 and Practicality, right? Quite honestly, this is a time where you kick off your shoes and dance in the fountain. That new moon is not a time for practicality or, hard work, doom and gloom. It's not. Sorry, sometimes I just have to laugh at myself because I'm like, what are you doing, man? Yeah, I gotta say to you, this is not a time for the hard work or the practicality. Whatever that means to you in terms of having fun, letting loose, kick off your shoes, go and dance in the fountain, all right? If you're here in the UK, you're probably not going to go dancing outside because it's cold and wet, but you get my point, right? This is, use that time for something else and set an intention for what it is that you genuinely desire for your own lifescape. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.